Today, we're digging into the one that's causing all the buzz, OpenClaw. We are talking strictly about the AI agent. The project's creator, Peter Steinberger, he really put it perfectly. He called OpenClaw an AI that actually does things. And that's the key. This isn't just about spitting out text or answering your questions. Nope. This is about taking real, actual actions in your digital world. You just send it a message with your goal, like you text a friend. For productivity, it's managing your email and calendar. For developers, just imagine your server crashes. OpenClaw can restart it and even draft up a potential fix. Content creators are building teams of writer and editor agents. It even connects to smart home systems to control your lights and everything else. In just its first few months, the project skyrocketed to over 252,000 stars on GitHub, making it one of the fastest growing open source projects of all time. When Peter Steinberger launched it as Claudebot, it went viral almost immediately, but the name was a little too close to Anthropic's Claude, which led to a trademark complaint. So they had to quickly rename it to Moltbot. But nobody could agree on how to say it. So literally just 2 days later, it was rebranded one last time to OpenClaw, and that's the name that finally stuck. All right, so here's the crucial point. The OpenClaw software itself is totally 100% free. It's open source, but there are real costs involved. You need hardware to run it on, whether that's a cheap little Raspberry Pi or a server in the cloud. And this is the big one. You have to pay for the AI models it uses by making API calls to companies like OpenAI or Anthropic. Is this a tool that only developers can use? Or can someone who isn't super technical actually get started? So here's the honest answer. The promise is absolutely there. The community is working hard on one-click installers and setup wizards to make it way easier. But the reality, for right now, is that the main way to install it involves using the command line. And you really do have to be careful setting it up to manage security risks and those API costs, which can be a pretty big hurdle for non-programmers. Then the story takes another interesting turn. In February 2026, the creator, Peter Steinberger, announced he was going to work at OpenAI. But, and this is super important, the OpenClaw project itself stayed independent. It was moved into an open source foundation, which means its future is guided by the community, not by a single person or company.